Hey everybody, we're going to be working on similar skills to what we've been doing, but now with one added step in that after you find the discriminant, if you find that it's positive, you're going to take the square root of it, which is going to build on some skills we did last term. So if you're new this term, you might have a couple questions on how to do this part. First step is always you're going to find A, B, and C. So in this problem, this should be equal to 0. They should all be equal to 0. A is going to be 1, B is going to be 2, and C is going to be -8. So when I run the b squared minus 4ac, I will now use b as a 2, so we'll do 2 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is -8. And we're going to run that there, so that's going to be 2 squared is 2 times 2, which is 4, minus 4 times 1 times -8 is actually going to be positive. We have two negatives here, so that's going to make a positive 32. 4 plus 32 is 36. Our discriminant is positive. That means that we will have answers. So our next step then is to take the square root of this number. And that's what we're learning today. The square root of 36. You're going to do it just like this here. Some of you may know that the square root of 36 is 6, but to prove that it is, we would break this down and we would say, okay, that's going to be 6 times 6, and a 6 breaks down to a 2 and a 3. That one breaks down to a 2 and a 3. And each of these is a prime number, so I can't break those down anymore. So we really have the square root of 2233. If you remember how to simplify these, remember you'll be looking for doubles or twins. I've got a twin 2 and a twin 3, and they get to leave the radical. If this is new for you, check out the video that I posted with this on how to do this. So if you're watching this and this feels very new, there's another video that will walk you through this process. So a 2 leaves and a 3 leaves. So we get a 2 times 3, and then the square root of basically nothing. So those go away. 2 times 3 is 6. So my answer here is 6. So that's what I want you to do for all of these. You're going to do b squared minus 4ac. You're going to come out with the discriminant. If your discriminant is positive, you can take the square root of that answer. If you know the square root off the top of your head, you do not need to do this part. But if you don't know the square root, I would like you to break it down into its factor trees, find those duplicates, see what comes out. You might even find that in some of these, you're left with a number inside, like maybe like a 5, and you will need to deal with that, figure out what to do with it. So that's our process today. If you're wondering why we're taking the square root of these numbers, just hang in there. We're building our way up to something called the quadratic formula, which when we see it all together, you will see why we are doing this. So we're almost done with this stuff, just a couple more days. Hang in there, guys. Let me know if you have questions.